Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your night to join me. I really do appreciate it. As always, welcome to my world where things never change, everything is always real boring, and ultimately, that's kind of how I would like it to be. This is a safe space. Comments are turned off. I'm here for your entertainment, and to those of you that are new to the channel, I embrace you in the least cringe, most just friendliest kind of a way possible. You feel me? So, I don't know. I hope you guys are doing really good. Tonight, I want to talk about whether or not y'all think bop houses are something legitimate and artistic, or whether or not they're cringe. And I dare say that the majority of people who think that mod or bop houses, I think the majority of people that are not going to be in favor of bop houses are obviously going to be older people, probably married people, probably people with families and, you know, morals and I don't know, but again, things are different for everybody and many different kinds of truths can all occur simultaneously, which is kind of hard to wrap your head around, but I dare say again that to a lot of older people out there, they're probably not about the bop house, okay? And so in case y'all didn't know what a bop house is, link in the description below. There's a really cool video that is from a creator that I really like. She's a young woman and she talks about like cool stuff. I mean, I don't know. What do I do here? Why are you watching this channel? I talk about nothing. This woman actually talks about like stuff and really important stuff and really cool stuff. She does deep dives on different types of topics. And anyways, link in the description below. She'll do a way better job of describing to y'all what a bop house is. But essentially, a bop house is a crib, or not a crib, okay, to older people, not like a literal crib. It's a place where people live and kind of like roommates, if you can think that far back, boomers and old Xers, to that time in your life where the people that you didn't want to see weren't in your life every single day, and only the people that you wanted to see were there when you were young and independent and not living a lie. I'm just kidding, but no, seriously, a part of me isn't. But all I'm saying is that yeah, like a bop house is when roommates share a place and they're all involved in streaming things that are often on OF. And again, like streamers on OF aren't like by default adult film stars. Not every OF model does that type of work. And in fact, you'd be surprised. I mean, women are pulling in like $40 million a month or $40 million a year, $4 million a month, $400,000 a week. And they're not even that type. You feel me? Like when I say that type too, we need to be clear here. You guys, there's over like 880 videos right below you here. And if you didn't know, I'm obviously an advocate for like being, like your body is your body. And so again, a bop house in and of itself may sound a little cringe. I get it. Like not to make fun of boomers or old uncool Xers, like, all the time. I'm just saying that I get it. It can sound cringe, right? A bunch of people living together that stream on OF or other platforms, and even if it's not full adult type stuff, it might be like quasi controversial in that how appealing can it be to see half-clad women, dancing around a mansion in their pajamas while they're all simultaneously sharing a kind of a lifestyle. Now, the thing is like, again, I want to be clear. I think if people want to show their body on the internet in any type of way, it's up to them. You feel me? We're not to determine whether or not the most trafficked websites in the world are populated by normal working Joes, and the difference, or just like to make a distinction between classes of people and stuff. Like, that's not the type of way it is, because then that would be weird. That's cringe, is like, allowing an industry to flourish, but then essentially victim blaming the people that are participants in this industry and gaslighting them into feeling some type of way, but yet we all are connoisseurs in one way or another of some kind of form of the kind of content that they create. Again, so all I'm saying is that, like, to be clear, when it comes to bop houses, your boy here is in favor of people doing whatever they want to do with their body. If they choose to broadcast that on the internet, again, that is inherently their own decision to make. Again, now, all of this, without saying, is obviously should be regulated and for adults only, right? That's the nature of this conversation, because that's the only way that this conversation makes any sense. It's the only way that it is a conversation to be had, and it's something that, again, like, there's nothing wrong with a person choosing to do that. Again, ask any ugly guy out there, including this one. If I had an opportunity to get $400,000 a week from, like, showing half of my body and talking to people, and taking pictures of me and my roommate just walking around our apartment, living our best lives in, like, pajamas and, playing video games and stuff. Like, again, there is not a single man out there, I dare say, coming from a hetero, straight, stupid man perspective, that wouldn't be all about it. You feel me? So again, ladies, like, men hate. You feel me? If you haven't noticed, men can be, like, hateful, and, like, I don't know how other women feel about it. All I'm saying is that, again, from that, like, male perspective, if it's adult friendly and if it's consenting and if a bunch of 18 to 25-year-old girls want to live with each other and pay, split rent on a mansion, like, they're working, aren't they? They're not doing anything illegal, are they? Again, so, like, more power to them. What's really interesting is that the Bop House has been replicated. So a really cool thing is the mini Bop House. Now, it goes without saying, you feel me, that, like, I might be a fan of the mini Bop House. Like, they're small people, and it's called a mini Bop House. I can't make this stuff up. And also for the ladies out there, or for the dudes or the its or the thems or whoever's interested in looking at dudes, live their best life in the same kind of infrastructure as we just discussed with the 18 to 25-year-old range of the young ladies who split rent, there is a male bop house. It's called, like, the bro bop house or something. Anyways, more power to young people, right? As old people, we probably should have done a better job of making sure that they had more career opportunities. Instead, we're just kind of, like, taking all the jobs away, anything that ever really mattered, asking people to do tons of things with little to no resources. And, can you blame young people for deciding to take it at face, be completely shameless, and say, all right, I don't want to work at a fast food joint for $12 an hour. I think I'm just gonna go ahead, live my best life, and show off this body. Again, like, why are you gonna hate on that? I mean, I don't know. I feel like the people that hate on that type of life are the type of people that, have other opportunities and different kinds of lifestyles and different viewpoints and different kinds of perspectives. And I don't think one perspective is better than the other. I think if you're not about bop houses, then, like, don't live in a bop house. I mean, even if you're really anti bop house, don't consume content from creators that are living their best life at, their, like, whatever they want to do. You can't, like, why would you go out of your way to, like, hate on that? You feel me? Again, power to these young people. Like, I don't care what no old person tells you. You feel me? Like, again, they already tell you and tell me and us and all of us already what we can and can't do with our bodies. You feel me? Like, in the very directful, meaningful, very relatable sense. Like, it's there's a federal abortion ban, and Roe v. Wade was overturned, and there's not a federal abortion ban right now. But again, the House and the Senate are controlled by Republicans, and the White House is currently being run by, I don't know, some guy who's trying to sell you a meme coin. This is the state of our country, truly. I mean, and that same guy who's trying to sell you a meme coin is also trying to take over Greenland and Canada. This guy's, like, really putting in some work his first 48 hours in office. Holy macaroni. But going back to the Bop House, again, it's not cringe. My overall opinion on it is that it's not cringe. It can be very empowering, and more power to the people out there who can generate money from having a type of body that people are interested in. And moreover, people are interested in bodies. You know, we all have one. We all, besides needing to eat and sleep, like, are driven by biology to be attracted to other people. I mean, this is something you can't fight, so it's sort of like use that gift set, you know, that people gave you. Again, and it's not, I myself, I've probably been on OF 1 or 2 times, like 6 years ago. You know, I'm not good. I have nothing to hide from anybody. And even at that, I ended up actually following a couple of girls, like a couple of women who were like just more about doing this, except they had a live stream going, thousands of other people watching, and people donating while they're just living their life. You know, I mean, you know, how weird is it to go to a zoo, pay actual money, and to watch animals locked away in cages for entertainment? I mean, that sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? You know, there are lots of things that sound really weird when you think about them, and by nature of them, they actually kind of are. Like the whole zoo thing, you feel me? But like deciding with a group of friends that you're gonna live your best life as responsible adults because you're paying your rent, you know, you're feeding yourself. You're not asking mom and dad for money. You're not asking. People are asking you for money. You know, and again, it's just because it doesn't take a lot of physical work. I mean, I guess if it were that easy, we'd all be doing it, right? But seeing as though we're not all doing it, and there's only a handful or more than that, but enough people to make these kinds of industries work, the BOP House, long live the BOP House. I don't care. Again, like the BOP House is probably one of the biggest expressions of freedom that a group of people can have. Like, again, this isn't like a, you know, anything other than people living together that do the. It's like when people travel out of town and they, you know, build bridges together and stuff. I mean, this is just a different building a bridge kind of an activity. Anyways, I hope that you guys are doing really well. This whole Bop House phenomena is actually a really interesting social topic to discuss if you're young, if you're old. Again, because I feel like older people are always going to feel a different type of way about it, especially because, well, a lot of it's probably because they're jelly. You feel me? Life has gone by. There was no Bob houses when they were a kid, and even if there were, or a young adult, right? But like even if there were, and the concern is that with the youth, we're teaching our youth to want to grow up to be influencers that show off their body and get paid to do it and split rent amongst a group of friends and have this kinds of interactions in life. Now, should that be a concern of ours? Again, because like in all ways, shapes, and forms, that sounds like a pretty stable and decent life. I mean, these women don't appear to be delinquents or criminals or they're actually very busy because they're accumulating millions of followers and dropping TikTok content like better than any bot can ever do. Again, because of the appeal and the nature that people obviously are already, pre downloaded with, and that's just the good old fashioned human body. Now, you can be weird about this. You can get as cringe as you want with as many things in life as possible, right? You can practice existential dread. You can go and veer as far off topic as you'd like, but the simple fact of the matter is I've tried to talk about this in a way that's not cringe, and I feel like, it is what it is. A bop house is a bop house, and it forever will be a bop house. And I think that if you feel empowered enough and independent and free enough to show your body on the internet, then more power to you. And if you get paid to do it, more power to you. Because I bet I could try something like that, and I'd probably make a whole. I mean, I'd owe money, I wouldn't make any money. I'd end up owing money. That's typically the case with what happens to me in life. Hey, I'm not complaining. I'm just, whatever. I'm whatever. I do shower vlogs. I have nothing, whatever. Anyways, I hope that you guys have a really good night. Thanks for watching my show. I really do appreciate it. If you've made it this far and you're not already a subscriber, make sure you smash the subscribe button. Maybe not smash it, but tap it, swipe it. I think it's a tap. I don't know what people mean. I click. Maybe it's a click. I don't think anybody is watching me on their computer. But I mean, whatever it is. You feel me? Hit the subscribe button and get notifications so that I can bother you through and out the rest of my life, which is going to be, I think I'm 37, so like another 65 years or something, right? Because I'm going to be 113 years old when this good old boy, draws the curtain. And that'll be because I'll want to smoke in 3 centuries. So, anyways, I hope that you guys have a really good night. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.